Welcome to Mr. Tech, where raw speed collides with chaotic drama. Buckle up for heart-pounding chases and jaw-dropping police pursuits. This is Adrenaline Unleashed.
Cheers, buddy.
On March 3rd, 2023, Team D received an urgent alert. A red 2016 GMC Sierra had just been stolen from the Shell Lake convenience store in St. Francis County. The vehicle was last seen speeding eastbound on Interstate 40. Officers were immediately dispatched, determined to intercept the suspect before he could vanish into traffic. The chase was on. Near mile marker 276, officers spotted a vehicle matching the description speeding down the highway. As they closed in, the license plate, AR472ZNB, was confirmed. Before emergency lights could be activated, the speedometer already showed the vehicle pushing nearly 100 miles per hour, a dangerously high speed, given the current weather. Rain had made the roads slick and unpredictable, with heavy trucks and civilian vehicles crowding the lanes. Realizing traffic ahead was becoming heavily congested, officers opted for a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, to disable the suspect's vehicle. This maneuver requires absolute precision, using the front left of the patrol unit to make contact with the rear right of the suspect's vehicle, causing it to spin out in a controlled loss of traction. The officer carefully adjusted position, maintained the perfect gap, then executed the impact. The GMC Sierra spun clockwise, veered off the shoulder, and slammed into the guardrail. The screech of twisting metal echoed through the air as dust and smoke billowed. The suspect vehicle came to a full stop, but the danger wasn't over.
I got no response. Roll your window down! Do it now! Roll your window down! Do it now!
Law enforcement swiftly advanced, weapons drawn, approaching the driver with heightened caution. The suspect, later identified as Jeremiah Green, was safely taken into custody. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Still, the pursuit served as a stark reminder that split-second decisions by police can mean the difference between chaos and safety for dozens of lives.
Walk back! Walk back! Keep going! I didn't tell you to stop! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! I got it. How many other people in that car? Be still.
Jeremiah Green was transported to the Crittenden County Detention Center. This incident stands as a testament to the coordinated and decisive efforts of law enforcement in high-stress situations, despite facing adverse weather conditions and intense time pressure.
The vehicle's clear. We're 10:15 one time with a black male. Start at 8:10:11.
On May 25th, 2020, law enforcement was in pursuit of a white Ford Econoline suspected of being stolen and displaying a fake license plate. As the suspect vehicle entered Interstate 516, officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver fled, accelerating recklessly, triggering a high-stakes pursuit. The truck sped off at a high rate, nearly crashing into a guardrail at a downhill intersection, before continuing eastbound on Interstate 16. I activated my emergency lights and siren, notifying Team I communications of the ongoing pursuit. Nearby vehicles began swerving to avoid the danger, creating light chaos on the freeway. The truck weaved recklessly, nearly causing a collision at the westbound I-516 exit, leading officers to believe the situation was spiraling out of control. Realizing the pursuit couldn't continue safely, officers decided to execute a precision immobilization technique, PIT, to end the threat. The patrol unit moved in on the passenger side of the truck, carefully matching speed before nudging its front bumper into the truck's rear fender. With a precise steering maneuver, the officer caused the truck to lose control, veer onto the south shoulder, slam into a guardrail, and flip over. The truck came to a halt, blocking all lanes of Interstate 16 as smoke and dust filled the scene. The driver, later identified as Melinda Flakes, leapt out through the window and fled on foot. Savannah officers immediately gave chase and apprehended her. The passenger, Christopher Jones, surrendered with his hands up. A quick search of the vehicle revealed a burnt glass pipe, indicating possible illegal drug use. Based on Flake's reckless driving and erratic behavior, officers determined she was not in a condition to operate a vehicle.
Stop, dude. The fucking hell is that?
All right.
Easy, please.
Get up. Go ahead and start us, EMS. Yep.
I'm holding my left leg, dude. It's kind of...
Well, you were running just fine a minute ago.
I know. That's why I failed at running.
Sit down, right here. Sit down.
Stop moving your hand. Come on. Thank you, sir.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, man, I got paint in my blood.
Put cuffs on him.
Why is
Just till we figure it out.
Why is your
Flakes was taken to Memorial Hospital for treatment of minor injuries before being transferred to the Chatham County Jail. The recklessness of suspects like Flakes serves as a stark reminder of the importance of promoting traffic law, compliance, and drug prevention to protect lives.
No, he needs to be seen, I think, first. Oh, it exploded.
CSU sure knows how to make a freaking mess.
Hey, we're 1730s today. We're not
CSU.
CSU. We're 1730s today. This is
Always something with you guys. Fucking everybody's day up.
On the afternoon of June 5th, 2025, at an intersection in Franklin County, Ohio, A 2025 Honda Civic suddenly made a left turn as the light turned green, catching the attention of a nearby officer. When ordered to stop, the driver instead hit the gas, sparking a dramatic pursuit. The Honda sped off at high velocity, weaving recklessly through heavy traffic, even driving against the flow and running red lights. The deputy, showcasing exceptional driving skills, stayed on the suspect's tail for nearly 10 minutes while ensuring public safety. Dashcam footage captured the officer's sharp focus and outstanding situational control as he constantly adjusted speed and distance to avoid collisions. The pursuit unfolded during rush hour, further complicating efforts to manage the chaos. Bystanders panicked as the Honda dangerously cut across traffic, forcing other drivers to swerve out of the way. The incident raises serious questions about the stolen vehicle driver's disregard for public safety. The deputy not only demonstrated precision behind the wheel, but also coordinated with supporting units, including the Columbus Police Department, to tighten the net. This seamless teamwork highlights the professionalism of law enforcement in Franklin County. Everything came to a head at the intersection of Tussing and Hill Roads, when the driver of the Honda attempted to squeeze through a narrow gap between two stopped vehicles. The result was a violent crash, slamming into both cars and flipping onto its side. Officers from a patrol unit and the Columbus Police Department rushed to the scene. Body cam footage captured the intense moment as officers ordered the occupants of the Honda to surrender. One officer broke the rear window to extract the suspects. A forceful but controlled action aimed at ensuring safety for both law enforcement and the suspects. The crash injured one of the other drivers, who suffered a broken toe. The incident has sparked debate over the risks posed by car thefts that escalate into high-speed chases. Should alternative methods like remote roadblocks or GPS tracking be used to reduce danger to civilians? Following the incident, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the Honda had been reported stolen. The driver was taken to the hospital for evaluation before being transported to the local jail. The case concluded successfully, highlighting law enforcement's efforts in both stopping crime and ensuring public safety. On August 26, 2023, during a patrol on the Flippin bypass, a white Ford Fusion was spotted speeding westbound at 80 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. The vehicle slowed down upon seeing the patrol car, but the violation was already evident, prompting officers to turn around and initiate a pursuit. The Ford Fusion suddenly accelerated, veered onto Highway 62B, and continued through Marion County 7041. Officers activated emergency lights and sirens, but the suspect refused to stop. Instead, he made a sharp U-turn, sped across a field, and re-entered Highway 62B, nearly causing a head-on collision with an eastbound box truck. To avoid the crash, the suspect recklessly drove against traffic and barreled through a ditch, showing blatant disregard for public safety. His near miss with the truck highlighted the extreme danger of his reckless driving. As the vehicle continued toward Flippin at over 75 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone, officers decided to initiate a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI. However, the suspect slammed on the brakes unexpectedly, causing the patrol unit to crash into the rear of the Fusion. The impact caused significant damage to both vehicles, the rear end of the suspect's car and the front end of the patrol unit, but the pursuit continued. The suspect's vehicle continued recklessly, swerving unpredictably and braking abruptly, clear signs of possible driver impairment. He turned north onto Highway 178, then west onto Business Center Drive, before speeding into an open field, circling erratically. Amid the chaos, officers temporarily lost sight of the vehicle. However, radio dispatch reported that the Flippin Police Department had located the suspect at the First Service Bank parking lot. Coordination with Flippin PD proved crucial in this situation. Officers quickly re-entered Highway 178 and spotted the suspect's vehicle attempting to evade Flippin units. With tight coordination, an officer executed a successful TVI, bringing the pursuit to a close.
Hands now!
Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but the incident disrupted normal activity in the area and caused public alarm. This pursuit stands as a powerful reminder of the importance of obeying traffic laws and the serious consequences of reckless driving.
Out! On the ground!
Hey, you hurt? I'm hurt.
On the ground!
Get on the fucking ground! Oh, please be here. You hurt me.
Flipping 2 county roll, medical, 1 in custody.
Oh.
We're right in front of the middle school.
Pretty close to him.
All right, Zipper?
Yeah, I-30 Harrison. Head-on collision with him. We got him in custody.
We're on your bike.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you okay?
10-4, my unit's not. It's deployed every airbag in it. Yeah. Man, he was all over the road, braking, going.
The suspect, identified as William Jared Allison, was subdued and taken into custody at the scene. Law enforcement demonstrated outstanding responsibility and tactical skill, ensuring the suspect was brought to justice without harm to any innocent civilians.
I don't know. Probably both.
Here, come sit in my car, man.
Let me get them moving. It's gonna be a while. Yeah.
Sit down for a minute, man.
And glasses flew off, we hit so hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Y'all got a water or something?
On the evening of April the 25th, 2025, while patrolling on John F. Kennedy Boulevard, police spotted a white Ford F-350 with Arkansas license plate. B311907 expired since 2020. When officers signaled the driver to pull over, the suspect refused to comply and sped off, sparking a tense, high-speed pursuit through the night.
We are continuing DSO. Expired police 55 West Key coming up to Sycamore. 37 just past Sycamore coming up. Come to a stop, turning right. Heading northbound. Making a left here at West 37. Speed's 21. Westbound, just past Hertz. 26, passing Francis. This does have to believe. If I can get somebody on Francis, I get prepared for a bail.
The Ford F-350 suddenly veered west into what initially appeared to be an open field, but turned out to be Edgewood Memorial Park.
Headed into the graveyard. They just ran over some graves. Continuing the grave northbound. Try and get Baker 22 so get his drone off, or somebody get a drone out.
In the darkness, with dashcam footage failing to capture it, the suspect drove through the cemetery, knocking over several headstones and causing significant damage.
Headed north. 30. Do I have anybody close to me? Copy. Westbound. Still in the graveyard. Mile per hour. Right. So go south. So continuing. 35 miles, still in the cemetery, south. Right here near France.
The vehicle traveled at approximately 30 miles per hour on the gravel paths inside the cemetery, before crashing through a secured gate on Division Road near West 39th Street and re-entering an urban area.
Going to be northbound. 39.
At that point, our patrol car experienced a mechanical issue, forcing me to relinquish primary pursuit to Officer Bridges. However, when the suspect reversed direction onto Share Road, a narrow roadway that used to be two-way. Bridges did not continue the pursuit. Fortunately, thanks to local patrol experience, another officer recognized the opportunity and took the lead. The decision to pursue through this area required a delicate balance between enforcing the law and protecting public property, posing a serious challenge for law enforcement.
West 117, still no traffic. Hey, speed short. Just turn north on Allen.
The pursuit intensified as the suspect's vehicle continued speeding through narrow streets, with items spilling from the truck bed and dragging along the roadway, posing hazards to traffic and obstructing visibility. The driver ignored stop signs and recklessly swerved, further scattering debris.
Turn north. Still dragging something. West on 19.
On West 10th Street. 32, 58. I'm here at Pike and 12. Yeah, stay up there ahead of him. See if you can get the spikes out. I don't need a bunch of units in the pursuit. Everybody else is stay support road. 32 on off. I'm going to be secondary. I'll follow. We're north on Franklin from 15. We had one stub TVI. Go over Franklin. Fail TVI.
At the intersection of West Long 17th and Franklin, an ASP unit attempted to overtake, but the suspect veered off toward Pike and West 18th. A tactical vehicle intervention, TVI maneuver was executed, causing the Ford to collide with an ASP vehicle and crash into a telephone pole at West 18th and Shire. The chase ended there, with the suspect apprehended. The suspect's reckless disregard for public safety, evident in the dangerous trail of debris, highlighted his contempt for the law.
Get out of the car! Okay, open the door! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Open the door! Let go of the steering wheel!
The decision to use the TVI was tactically sound, yet inherently risky, requiring precision driving and tight team coordination. Following the crash, passenger Dana Cole was placed in Patrol Unit 1814 for identification. Cole stated she repeatedly asked the driver, Larry York, to let her out, but he refused and blamed her for the pursuit. York, the driver, was arrested and placed in Patrol Unit 1802. With a long criminal history involving fentanyl-related drug offenses, drug trafficking, fleeing from law enforcement, and traffic violations, York now faces a series of serious charges. This pursuit highlights the critical importance of tactical skill, coordination, and persistence in effective law enforcement. On June 7, 2025, the Rutherford County Police Department in Tennessee issued an emergency alert. A dangerous, armed suspect wanted for armed robbery was on the loose. Units were immediately deployed, and the atmosphere quickly turned tense. The pursuit began when the suspect, driving a silver vehicle, sped through crowded streets at high speed. Police units employed tactical driving skills and coordinated closely to block possible escape routes. Communications repeatedly updated. Suspect is heading toward the Maritime Center. Several witnesses reported hearing gunshots near the railway area, raising public safety concerns. The incident caused major traffic disruptions on key roads, forcing authorities to lock down parts of the city. As the suspect entered the Maritime Center, the situation escalated dramatically. "He's in the science wing!" A voice urgently crackled over the radio. EMS, fire, and police units were dispatched to the scene, prepared for any scenario. The suspect fled on foot, but was soon cornered and barricaded himself inside a building. SWAT teams swiftly mobilized, employing containment and negotiation tactics to avoid bloodshed. Ultimately, the suspect was apprehended without further injury. Their patience and commitment to dialogue over immediate force demonstrated professionalism and a strong emphasis on preserving human life. The pursuit not only exposed the danger posed by armed criminals, but also highlighted the responsibility and bravery of law enforcement in Rutherford County in protecting public safety. On October 26, 2022, downtown was shaken by a dramatic pursuit following the sound of a loud gunshot. The suspect, Paul, 35, with a prior conviction for armed robbery, fled in a white truck after carrying out a bold heist. Police immediately launched an intense manhunt to apprehend him and ensure public safety.
$254 Vegas.
The pursuit began on a main boulevard, where Paul accelerated, trying to escape the police perimeter. Patrol units used the PIT, precision immobilization technique, to force his vehicle to the curb, but Paul kept swerving and crashing into other cars, damaging at least 3 civilian vehicles and slightly injuring a pedestrian. During the chase, Paul opened fire on the officers, prompting the tactical team to respond with 3 precise shots aimed at the tires and body of the vehicle to disable it. One bullet struck Paul's left shoulder, causing him to lose control and crash into a light pole. Officers quickly surrounded him, ordering him to raise his hands and lie face down. He reluctantly complied, but attempted to conceal a knife under his shirt, highlighting the danger of the situation. The presence of multiple weapons on Paul indicated a high level of preparation, posing a serious challenge to law enforcement. After subduing Paul, police discovered he had sustained serious gunshot wounds to the shoulder and abdomen. Emergency medical services were called, but Paul's condition quickly deteriorated. He repeatedly cried out in pain, struggled to breathe, and fell into a state of panic. Officers at the scene tried to keep him conscious, asking for his personal information and date of birth to verify his identity. Paul gave his name and age, but refused to reveal any accomplices or his motive for the crime. While waiting for the ambulance, officers found a second handgun hidden in Paul's vehicle, along with several items suspected to be stolen property from previous robberies. The surrounding area suffered significant damage. 2 streetlights were knocked down, a nearby storefront had its windows shattered, and several civilians were left shaken. Police established a perimeter to secure the scene and begin their investigation. Law enforcement demonstrated professionalism and bravery in handling a highly dangerous situation.
About 55 miles an hour. Please use taking block off speed on ramp. 2, they're approaching the 343 speeds are about 50. Calling PD, see if they can help us block off the 343 on ramp to keep it on the interstate. Speeds are about 30 miles an hour.
Two, 5-3. Pitch successful.
What is your updated 20-inch speed?
Two, 5-3, shots fired, shots fired.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Exit the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle now! You, passenger, get out of the car! On the floor. Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up!
Both of you on the floor. On the floor. On your stomachs.
Get on the ground! Stay there.
The ambulance arrived 15 minutes later and transported Paul to the hospital in critical condition. He was treated in time and later charged with armed robbery, resisting law enforcement, and disturbing the public order. The pursuit ended without any casualties among police or civilians, but it left a profound lesson about urban security.
Stay there, stay there. 253, 253. Going to send a 55. I have one male subject who has been hit. I don't know if they heard me on my handheld, but.
They get it? 55 rolling.
What keeps you on the edge of your seat in this high-stakes showdown? Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next thrilling chase. See you soon.